Well, hello and welcome to Adventures of Deanna. And here I am. Oh, shoot. Hold on.
I'm saying let's go.
Terrible. Okay, cat. No. Hi, I'm here. How are you all? Okay, hold on. I'm like running late and I need a second because I'm running late. Hold on. Come. Close the door. Gotta close this door. Because it just makes me feel better whenever things are done right. Okay, sorry. Hi, how are you? Welcome. I'm totally out of focus, out of frame. My chair is supposed to be over here. Okay, here we go. Are we having fun yet? We're just here to chit chat today. Welcome to Adventures of Deanna. I'm Deanna. And this is the Saturday morning ritual where, we come to talk about weight loss and all things just super exciting and fun. And today we're just going to do a little catch up because my life has been crazy busy, so insane, so just busy. That's all I can say. But let's get together and we'll start because it's a ritual. We have to do certain things because it's a Saturday morning ritual. And the first one of those things is, I know you all said it, it's the brain-body connection. And it's time for us to get up and get moving just for a minute. Because whenever our blood is flowing throughout our body, it's also flowing through our brain. And it just helps us feel good and energized and excited. And Loki found his way in through the super secret back door. Exciting. Anyway, we're gonna get moving for just 1 minute. Join me. At least do this. If you gotta sit, just pump your arms in the air or something. If you have to sit, or stand up and get your legs involved. Anyway, let's get moving for 1 minute and go. She said, and then didn't press the play button. There we go. Go.
You're saying, baby, let's find a disco. You're stuck at home being so lazy. Hey. Give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. Give me some energy. Wanna come dance with me. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go. I can see you buzzing like you can't say no. There's no fire without smoke, I ain't letting you go.
Could be over before.
Come on, let yourself be free. Be the best that you can be. Come move your body. Only settle for the best. Live your life with no regrets. Come move your body.
So anyway, that kind of helps with my flexibility. I was putting my feet up on the chair. Helps with my flexibility, which is something that I am trying. My computer is one place and my camera is another place, and it's throwing me off. So you guys know why I don't necessarily look at the camera. Also, my glasses are dirty, so I had to reach into my drawer to get something to clean my glasses so that I can see, because my glasses are dirty because I was doing major cleanings of the house and the garage and the basement. My glasses got dirty. Yay! Did you guys move your bodies? Did you get up and move with me? So as I said, I am trying to work on my flexibility because I'm moving the laptop because it makes me feel better. I just wish I could hear you all laughing at me, because I'm sure that you're like, that silly girl. What is she doing now? yeah, I was doing lots of cleaning. So my glasses got dirty and I can't read anything because my glasses were dirty. Been working on your balance. Balance is such a great thing to work on too. Balance. You know, it's really important as we are getting older. Oh, so stupid. We're always getting older, right? It's a dumb thing to say because we're always getting older. You're never getting younger, technically. But anyway, balance is an important thing to have, you know, as we age. It's important to have balance so that so that you don't get off balance, because when you get off balance, your chances of falling are greater. And if your bones are not very strong, then, you know, you could risk a serious injury or something like that. And nobody wants that. I appreciate it. Oh, you're so sweet. She's so sweet. She's so sweet. Everybody's so sweet. Yay. Aw. So, yeah, it's important to work on our balance. I have never broken a bone. Knock on something plastic, okay? Wood, fake wood. I don't know what that is. I've never broken a bone, so I really fear serious injury. It's one of the things. It's like when I was roller skating. Darn it, people just ruin your day, you know? When I was relearning how to roller skate, I was really scared and I was afraid of falling. I was really afraid of falling. And that fear that was in my head was really what was like in my way of roller skating anyway, was just that fear of falling, because that's all I kept thinking about. Other people who aren't afraid of falling, they just get out there and they like roller skate like no tomorrow because they're not afraid of that. They're not thinking about it. And that's all I could think about. And I was doing it. And then the more I would tell people that I was roller skating, they'd be like, aren't you afraid of falling? Aren't you afraid of this and that? And then they just made it get worse, my fear. And I was like, well, you know, I really don't want to fall and I really don't want to hurt myself and I really don't want to have a long recovery. And then I just stopped going because all that got in my head versus, you know, doing something that, I don't know, I might enjoy. But it was also like very limited in that I only wanted to go to like the skating rinks. I didn't want to go and skate on pavement because that just seemed even more dangerous than skating, you know, in a rink. Like if I fell, I was really, really going to hurt myself. So I just stopped. I just didn't, people got in my head. Anyway, because I didn't want to fall. And that's why I need more balance, because I don't want to fall. I don't want any of that to happen to me. So I work on my things like my balance so that I can easily maintain my uprightness in the event that something knocks me down or something like, which all the time. I know a lot of you guys have pets, and Misty, you used to have stairs. You don't have stairs anymore in your new place. My animals, it seems like anytime I'm going up and down the steps, if I have anything in my hands, well, that's the time that they want to bump into me. And that's the time when then they all have to go up and down the stairs at the exact same time. That's whenever they act like they didn't even see me on the steps. And they're just like trying to run me over. And I'm like, I'm on the steps here, dudes. You know, like I don't want to fall down the steps, which I've done on my own many times, falling down the steps. I don't need their help doing it. I don't. So yeah, they're always trying to kill me on the steps. And I'm like, why would you want to kill me? I give you guys treats. I give you guys yummy food. I pet you. I get to live in this nice house. Like, why are they out to get me? I don't understand it. So anyway, enough about me. Let's talk about you guys for a second, okay? Tell me about your victories this week. I love it when you guys brag. I love it when you tell me exciting, wonderful things about you. So tell me about all your successes this week. They don't have to be weight loss related. Any success counts as a success. Just celebrate you. Let's cheer for you. Let's give you a hug of, yay, you're awesome. Yay, yay, yay. Let me hear it. Let me hear all the good things that you did this week. This thing plugged in as I just randomly talk as I'm waiting for people to type in the comments. I'm like, I want more light. I want more light. No, it's not plugged in. I'm waiting. I'm waiting to hear about your awesomeness. And I'm plugging in a light at the same time. There's big secrets of the Rich and Famous. Is this plugged in? It is plugged in. Yay. So, that was a hard week trying to think of you made it through. You made it through. If you had a hard week and you're here to tell us about it, you made it through, right? I made it through. It was it was fast and furious. If you ask me, it was just a whirlwind of, I plugged at the printer. It was a whirlwind of just stuff. Like, it was so busy. Work just like was. Oh, you didn't quit. Me either. And man, did I want to. Oh, did I want to quit my job this week. I just. So, funny story. They're such babies. Gotta love them. Last week we had this client service appreciation week, and as part of it, the new branch. So I'm transferring branches. It's kind of like a merger, I guess, and they're moving us from the branch that we currently work in to a new branch. The new branch. I don't know if I should be even talking about this, but anyway, the new branch that we're working in, they sent out an email saying that on Friday, because of client service appreciation, everybody gets to take a half day off on Friday. Cool. We're thinking, yay, we get a half day off on Friday. We've never gotten to we all work on one account, and for that client, somebody normally has to be there to answer the phone, to take care of the client. If there's anything that comes up, somebody has to be there. That's normally the situation. Well, we didn't even think about that. We were just like, yay, a half day, So we had a company picnic for the old branch that I used to work for on Thursday. We got invited to that because we're part of the whatever. So Thursday, as I'm on my way home from the picnic, and my a coworker calls me in, kind of like boss, supervisor, whatever, and she's like, "Are you how did she put it? Are you working on Friday or what? Or did you think that we had the day off on Friday? And I'm like, well, yeah, they sent the email that said that everybody gets off on Friday afternoon. And she's like, and you just thought that everybody gets to take off and that nobody, and I'm like, well, I didn't think anything of it. And you didn't send anything out telling us differently. So I just assumed that we got the afternoon off. And she's like, well, we all can't take the afternoon off. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, tomorrow is supposed to be your day off. So you go ahead and take, because we have a flex schedule. And I didn't get to take the day off anyway. It's not like it even mattered because I have too much work to do and I can't take off even whenever they give me time off. So that's neither here nor there. So she's like, you can take the day off, but me and this other person, they need to stay behind. They need to work. I'm going to give them a call. I'm like, oh, the other person that she needed to call gets off work in 10 minutes. Plans on taking off a half day the very next day. She's planned on it since Monday, since we got the email. I'm like, oh, that's going to go real well. So she calls her. I'm probably gonna have to take this down. I probably can't keep this up. So she calls her and she just hangs up on her. Just like, I'm not talking to you. How dare you tell me I have to work tomorrow? She called her back. The other girl, she would not answer the phone, nothing. So she calls the person who's in charge, who's telling people that they have to work. She calls one of my other coworkers, and that coworker gets all mad if she takes away our flex schedule because of you. Like, she's so mad that this drama, work drama. Do you have workplace drama? Oh, workplace drama. It's so much fun. Workplace drama. So anyway, I have so much work to do. I don't even get to take the days off. So it doesn't matter to me really all that much because I have to work anyway. If I want to get my job done in the time that I'm supposed to get it done, which I kind of am, I take pride in that. So that's here we go. We're gonna turn this into a success. For last week was that I accomplished some goals, work goals regarding getting some work done. So yay, success. My steps are doing good. How about your steps? How are your steps like? Don't forget to turn your steps in, by the way. If you're part of the steps challenge, turn your steps in. Yeah, I'm doing good on my steps. That's what I wanted to say, which also I wanted to say, I cannot stand this free tracker that I got from Virgin Pulse through Thrive Fitness, whatever they call themselves, the stupid, what do they call it, Max Go or something like that. I hate it. So what happens is it loses, my hair is so terrible because I didn't get to take a shower this morning, just to let you guys know. So what happens with the Max Go is that it loses connection to the app all the time. So it had me freaking out the other day because I was so used to the Fitbit. I didn't have to check my steps every single day. I'm not one of those people that likes to really obsess over my steps all the time. It's just like, I just can't be, sometimes I can't be bothered with it. Sometimes I like to obsess over them all day long. So I'm one spectrum or the other, really. But I go to check my steps to see how I'm doing, and it had like 3 days that it wasn't syncing. And I'm like, I know I had steps those days. Where are my steps? The watch itself, it doesn't let me go back and see a previous day. You can only see on the watch, you can only see your current day's steps. You can't see your previous day's steps. I'm gonna get a Fitbit because, or something, because I can't deal with this thing. It's no good. So it's not syncing. I go into the app. I'm trying to get the app to get my steps. It's not syncing for whatever reason. I'm like refreshing, power off, power on. I'm like trying all the troubleshooting tips in order to get these steps going. And finally, after I had to make sure that I updated the app, and then I turned my phone on, and then I turned my phone off, and then finally it synced up. But I was afraid that I'd lost my steps completely, and I'm like, but you guys just don't understand. These steps are important to me. I'm in a challenge. I have to get my steps, and if you didn't record them, then they didn't happen. So even though they did. She is just being so needy. Both cats have been very, 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 very needy lately. So this morning I go into my husband's office, and he has on the corner of his desk like this stack of like mail and other odds and ends on the corner of his desk, which it's been there for a while now. and And he's mentioned it a couple times about the cats. So they'll walk up on there and then they'll stand on this stuff. And so this morning I go in there to talk to him and I stand there and this Penny here, she comes up and she wants, attention or whatever. I don't know what she did, but she lost her footing and she just hit that stack and it all went flying all over his office. And it's not that funny because something did break, like some computer gadget he had sitting in that stack, it fell down and it broke. And that's not funny because those things are expensive to replace. So, but he had mentioned that it was going to happen. Needy cats. Other successes. What other successes do we have? Because did you know that's the second part of our ritual? We move our bodies. We talk about our successes. I'm so glad that your back is doing better, Miss Misty. I'm so happy. It's terrible whenever our bodies don't feel good. It's a bummer. It's a bummer all around. It's hard to stick with your regular routines. It's hard, and then with everything you're going on at work too, like it's hard to maintain a positive outlook whenever you're not 100%. You know what I'm saying? So I congratulate you for like double because you didn't quit your job and you had an injury that you were fighting through with all of that work stress. So that's not even like regular. That's extra. I'm still working downstairs in the kitchen as my office. So my office up here is just for apparently to me to make a great big mess. I have so much stuff. So the laptop is sitting on top of like a tackle box that you would use like for fishing, but it's my sewing tackle box. Does that make sense? It's where I keep all my sewing needles and thread and bobbins and stuff like that. So my laptop's on top of that. And then on the desk here is just the most random assortment of doodads. A hanger. We have a plug, my phone, my Halloween shirt that I'm working on doing the embroidery portion of right now. Then I have these things that I'm working on for Christmas gifts for people. So they're just decorated coffee cans. So I have like 4 of those on my desk because they were down in the kitchen. What do you think about these? What do you guys think about these? Let me know. So I have those. Then I have each day, Rick and I celebrate a small win. Man, was Rick didn't get sick at night. Thursday and Friday, I got Rick's needles in first try. Yeah, first try. Woohoo. So I made this. This is really cool. It's like a little lantern, and I macrameed the little handles on it, and I painted the jar with glass, and inside is just some rocks. It's some fairy lights. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And then I have a cat. Come on. I have a cat. So then I have these old, like, hummingbird feeders. So the plastic part of this broke, but I thought, you know what? I could probably do something cool and creative with this glass. So I'm trying to think of what I'm going to do with that. And then I'm like a collector of trash now, apparently. And my hair's messed up. Oh no. So these are just like spice containers, and stickers on these things were the worst. And they're still like gluey. And I have to figure out a way to get that darn glue off. But I'm going to put glitter in these for like decorating stuff so that, I don't know, I have a better dispenser for glitter. I have those. And then I have randomly rocks, a snowman. Oh, he would make a cute little snowman, wouldn't he? He would make a cute snowman. He can put a little like scarf around there, and then thing, and then I can put a hat on it. Oh, look at that. A hat. Oh, he's going to be a snowman. That's a great idea. Oh my gosh. He's going to be Mr. and Mrs. Snowman. That's such a good idea. Oh, you're the best, Cheryl. Thank you. Thank you. So yeah, I've got all the most random stuff. And then I have like this jar of like sewing things. Anyway, my desk is a mess. It's full of creativity. It's full of creativity. That's what it's full of, creativity, because it helps calm me after a busy day of work whenever I can just, do that versus focusing on negative things. If I just come and focus on something more entertaining and whatever, it stops my brain from thinking about that. So I find it to be beneficial and helpful to have some outlet. I can't like just watch TV or something like that. It doesn't have enough engagement for me. So I have to do some other form of activity in order to stay, present. That's big. Learning about yourself and what your challenges are and what your triggers are and what your solutions are is very important. And it's all just trial and error. You never know until you give it a try, So just trying things out to see what works the best. So that's about, my desk and the wonderful method. So, I wanted to read that again. I do have successes each day. Rick and I celebrate a small win. Monday was Rick didn't get sick at night. Yay! Thursday and Friday, I got Rick's needles in first try. Yay! Okay. Just wanted to celebrate with you for a brief second. All right. So celebrating our successes. I have learned more about myself in the last 4 years than the previous. Isn't that so true? Like, it's funny how you can go through life and you're just doing the things, but your awareness isn't as, right there. And then whenever we really stop and take a look at things and learn, it's like, wow, that's really interesting. And I don't know how that happened, Don't know how. I was busy hanging out with people, gossiping about stupid stuff, not talking about important stuff. Not trying to have this like growth mindset where I'm trying to, better myself and be better. I was just, floating through life like I know everything, Oh boy, man, I know nothing. Well, not nothing, but I never consider that too. I never consider myself like always taking care of other people, always making sure that their needs were met before my needs were met. Also, trying to fit the mold that society says that you should be in was a huge part of it. It was real. I always thought that I would be, just that, wife and mother taking care of kids things. And whenever a kid didn't happen for me, it was hard to number one accept it. It was that was really, really difficult. But and then I was like, well, why am I always been chasing this, society's, expectations versus what I wanted and what I expect and what I want to do, And it's been a lot easier for me because I really I didn't really want kids so much as I thought that it was a job that I had to do, Oh, we need to keep learning and we're always learning and we're always changing because we're changing anyway, right? We're always changing. We're always learning. We're always changing. We're always, and keep learning and keep changing. You know what? Keep learning and keep changing is like the most important thing, like right there with our balance and taking care of ourselves is continuing to learn. The more that we engage ourselves in learning as we get older, the better it is for our brain health, which is just as important as, our physical health. It's just important as making sure we get strong, making sure that we eat right, making sure that we're staying hydrated and getting sleep. We also have to make sure that we're challenging our brains as well. It's important. It really is. It's going to help with things like dementia and something else. See, I need to really work on that, huh? So anyway, I don't have a topic this week. It's just I wanted to be here as part of the Saturday morning ritual. It's important that we take time for ourselves to spend time with the people that we love, and reflect on the things that we're doing well, but also reflect on the things that we're not doing well and how we could potentially make those things better. You should learn something new until the day you die. Yep. Aw. How is my costume making coming along? I'm almost done. I just have to do final touches. I am currently working on the embroidery piece of the top, and then I have to put the lights on the skirting, and then I have a clasp that I have to bead and attach, and then everything else is kind of just not necessary but extra if I wanted to do it. So there's some embellishments that I might make to a bag. There's some embellishments that I make to a shirt. There's some embellishments, but none of it's necessary work. It's all just maybe if I get around to it type stuff. So this was funny to me about on the whole lines of the costume. The event that I'm going to that I'm making this for is the Witches Night Out in Kimmswick, Missouri. They posted the other day about they have a costume contest. Anyway, I'm not going to say that it's huge, but you can win like $200, which I thought the prize was larger than $200. But anyway, if you win, wasn't even thinking about entering the costume contest, but they were like official costume contest rules. You have to be here at this time and you have to be here at that time. And groups can only be this size and I don't know. But then they're like, you have to be a witch. And I'm like, but what determines a witch? What determines a witch? Is there a definition of exactly what a witch is? Because my definition of a witch and your definition of a witch might be different. What exactly is a witch? And how are you going to argue that? Did you post exactly what a witch is? Tell us. Did you give us the standards? A standard witch has to have a green face and a wart, or no? Or can a witch not have those things? Like, what exactly is their definition of a witch? If you're going to say, I have to be a witch, because there's Glinda the Good Witch, and then there's the Bad Witch in Wizard of the Oz, but are they both witches in your definition of a witch? I don't know. Are we only going by hocus pocus witches? Are we only going, what is a witch? There's so many. I'm a modern day witch, there's so many different versions of witches. Very valid questions. And then there's witches in many different cultures that all look different. What if I took a little bit from each culture and made my own witch? Does that, is that a witch? So yeah, I do that a lot. I like to question things like, what is that? And you need to be more specific because you're not really telling me anything. Some people don't like it when I do that. So I have to be more careful of it. But anyway, I just don't know. Because to me, a sorceress is a witch. It's just a different name for a witch, but it's still the same thing. A wizard is a witch. They're just a different gender. Yeah. Anyway, what is a witch? What is a witch? And then there are plenty of people that are witches and they're not even dressed up as a witch, So, yeah. Do you have to have a hat? Does a witch have to have a hat? Why can witches wear crowns? I don't know. I think witches can wear crowns. Why do we have to wear hats? Do I have to use a broomstick? So many questions. And especially because it's fine, only because they stated that you must be a witch. If they wouldn't have put that in there, I wouldn't have had an issue with it at all. But they had to say you had to be a witch. Under what definition? I wonder what. I'm like, what is a witch? What is a? I'm so old school. I just type it in. I don't do that whole voice stuff. Where's my glasses at? Oh my God. See? This could be, it's too big. How can you say witch? Okay, witch. Kid's definition. A kid's definition is a person believed to have magic powers or a mean or ugly old woman. That's from the Merriam-Webster dictionary. So anyway, can a witch use? Hello, welcome from Edmonton, Canada. We are talking about Halloween and my Halloween costume that I'm making for Witches Night. And there are rules about the costume contest for Witches Night, meaning that you have to be a witch. And what exactly is a witch? If there's rules in place. So hello and welcome. That's what we're doing things out of the ordinary today because I was too busy to come up to do things normal. So we're kind of, playing loose a little bit on the live stream today is what we're doing. Sometimes we have a really, strict format that we follow and everything. And other times it's just talk. So welcome. And I'm glad to have you here. Welcome. Yay. So, witch. Anyway, that was fun talking about. I don't want to be an ugly old woman. No. no. Hoover vacuum. That's the one that I wanted to talk about. Hoover vacuum. We had this, like, I believe it was a Hoover vacuum. Had it for years and years and years. We had it before we moved to Florida. So, and we lived there for 6 years, and we've been back for like over 10 years. So 16 years we've had this vacuum, at least 16 years. And whenever we moved from into this house that we're currently living in, about, what was that, 7 years ago, maybe? That Hoover vacuum broke. Finally, it broke, but it didn't die. Right, the handle kind of broke. So I was still using it on the basement level of the house. I was still using it up until yesterday. It broke. It died. So it was kind of taped together with some packing tape, and it was just helping it keep its power. And then last night I was trying to do it, and it just wouldn't work anymore. And it was making weird noises, and Loki didn't like the noises, and he wanted to attack the vacuum cleaner. So I put it in the garage, and I don't know if we're gonna tinker with it and try and fix it, or if we're gonna throw it away or what. But poor sad thing to see. They just don't make things like they used to, that you could just go in and tinker with and fix. So many things you just can't do that with anymore. It's like they're just so, oh my God, talking about fixing things, it reminded me about my sewing machine. So it really wasn't broken. It was user error. Apparently, whenever I put so for those that don't know me, I'm a beginning sewist. I really don't know how to sew. I've never been taught to sew. I have a sewing machine, and I'm kind of teaching myself as I go about sewing. I'm working on my costume. My sewing machine broke, and it wouldn't sew, and I had to figure it out. So what happened was the needle got stuck down in the thing because I had some loose threads, and they got stuck in the bobbin. And I would clear that out, and then it would get stuck again. So I'm supposed to hold these strings before I go and press the on button to sew. And that helps to prevent some of that from happening. And then I had a needle strike on the bobbin itself, and that was causing the component to get stuck. So every time the thread would try and go around the bobbin thing, it would catch on this little like needle strike hole that was on the bobbin thing, and that would make it suck. So anyway, I was able to smooth that out and clear all of the junk from there and use it the way I'm supposed to use it. And that helped with the issue that I was having. So that wasn't a very clear understanding of what was going on or how I fixed it, but I think it was enough for you to be like, yay. That was a success, because I was really, really, well, I wasn't that worried. I mean, I could always sew by hand if I had to, and I don't have that much left to do. I don't have a lot of sewing machine sewing left to do. So that was good. And now I have all this cat hair in my face, and that's just awesomeness. Anyway. So the next thing is, what's the plan for the week? What are you guys doing this week? What's going on? We gotta make a plan so that we make sure that we, what are you gonna do this week, Misty, so that you don't quit your job? Because once this all gets figured out, you love your job. So we don't want you to quit your job, because we know you love your job, right? You're gonna survive. And Cheryl, it sounds like you and Rick have a great plan. You guys are going to celebrate the small things every day, which is also helpful to keep with an optimistic, attitude towards life, being grateful for what you have. It just makes the days a little bit sweeter whenever we are grateful for the things that we have. If we, when we practice that, we don't get stuck in the negatives so much. I feel like I have less depressed days than non-depressed days whenever I'm practicing gratitude. Practicing gratitude. Wow, you are die hard, lady. Yay, that's so nice. It's nice whenever you have a job that you feel that passionate about. You know that you really, even in the tough times, you know it's gonna pass, and everything's gonna be all better sometime soon, right around the corner. You know, it's good to have a place like that. And that's kind of my job is kind of like that too. Even though it gets hard sometimes, or stresses me out, or people just irritate me so much. It's, you know, yeah, I'll probably be there for a long time. Misty is the glue there for, yes, she is. I would, how many people would not work there if it wasn't for Misty? That's my question, because I bet you there's a lot of people that if Misty wasn't there, they would be jumping ship too. I think so. Anyway, because Misty's so great. She's amazing. This weekend, there are like so many awesome outdoor things going on in wonderful city that I live in. And right now I have to go and finish cleaning my house real quick. And then I'm going to go and play outside this weekend because I want to and I can, right? Me too. I hope that too for you. But yeah, I want to go play. I want to go sightsee. I want to go. The party said they would follow me if I go out the door. Ha 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 ha. I want to go play. I want to go have fun. I want to go on a great, you know, local adventure and see things. So we're gonna go to. There's like a Hispanic festival that's like 1 mile. Seriously, 2 miles down the road east is like this one festival, and then 2 miles down the road west is a different festival, and then if you go, that's east, west, north is like 7 miles. That's where the balloon festival is. There's something like so many different things are happening. But it's hot as Hades today. Hot. And I'm not a fan of that, but I'm still going to get out and I'm still going to try and enjoy the things because I want to and I can. And do I have things that I could be doing? Yes, but I just don't care. I feel like, yeah, this is just what I want to go do. So anyway, that's what I'm going to be doing. And then Monday, it's back to the grind. So as far as Monday goes, this week is going to be super crazy busy. The next month is the worst time at work for me. It's our busiest time. And there's like, we have to get everything. There's like big deadlines. We have to get everything done really super fast. So I'll probably be working extra every single day. So I kind of like, I got to go out again because I'm going to be just working until November, nonstop, pretty much. So it's kind of like, I got to go do it while I can. So I hope you guys, I want to thank you for coming today. I appreciate you so very much. I hope you go out and you do something that fills your heart with gratitude and love and joy. Or you stay inside and at home and do the same. Fill your heart with joy and love and gratitude. Because I love you. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you guys in the next one. You know, it's going to be an adventure. You're welcome. Thank you, Cheryl. Thank you, Misty. Thank you. All right, where's this thingy? We're going to do it. We're going to play the end screen, right? Yeah. Here we go.